Okay, guys, so it looks like Sarah Ann and Jeramy from Love is Blind Season 6 have broken up. I'm sorry, that's me. But I always think it's so funny when the girl who thinks that they got the man or got the prize and then it all goes to shit, like Jackie and Josh when it blows up in their face. Yeah. Anyway, I saw this yesterday, but I didn't say anything about it because Sarah Ann on her post said that she was like gonna share her side or tell more details. So I was waiting for that to come out so I could put all the tea in one place for you guys. And you're welcome, because I barely remember who these people are at this point. So Sarah Ann posted this to her story yesterday. I think it's time to address the end of my relationship with Jeramey. Not that it's necessary or that I feel obligated to do so. I'd love to offer my side of the story for those of you who are curious. I still get a lot of people asking if we are together, letting me know he is dating other people on apps, etc. For my healing and growth, and because I'm still in the pursuit of finding my true love, I'd like to end the questions and rumors. Thank you for rocking with me this long. She had posted this and then said that she was going to make a reel or something or a video explaining what happened. She did post on her Instagram part 1. It was like 5 minutes. Here's what she had to say. Not her trying to Reese Teesa this. Like, girl, post the 1 10-minute video and tell us what happened because the moment is passing. So she says that she's so surprised that her story got picked up by all the big publications, that they're not Ben and J-Lo, so she doesn't understand why all of these major outlets like Us Weekly and E! News picked up the story. It's because the new season is airing, and it's because you guys' little trifling love triangle was a big part of the story and people were waiting for your downfall. That's why people care. Y'all remember they picked up Jackie and Josh broke up? Yeah, y'all were the biggest villains of the season. That's the only reason people care. People care about your demise, not because they care about the relationship. Sorry to break it to you, boo. She does go on to say that she assumed most people knew that they weren't together. Now, they broke up 5 months ago. Jeremy did a whole YouTube video on it. Unfortunately, nobody watches his shit, so we didn't fucking know. So when she posted it on her story with words, not a video where she's actually talking and people have to listen, it got more attention. So there have been rumblings that her and Jeremy broke up a long time ago. Sorry, Jeremy, because people have been seeing him on dating apps. People saw a moving truck outside of his house and assumed that Sarah Ann was moving out. So there have been rumblings of it, but again, nobody watches his shit enough to care. And even though he's talked about it and even though he's confirmed it in YouTube videos, nobody watches shit. People obviously watched her story. It was the confirmation that people needed that the relationship was over, even though it was over 5 months ago. So she goes on to say in her video that she's going to disappoint a lot of people because she's not going to bash Jeramy. Says she just wanted to give her side of the story because he gave his 5 months ago. She says she's not going to give details because some things should be left to the relationship, but no cheating was involved and no physical abuse was involved. Now, all of the stuff that we saw online was BS, and that she feels like he did a good job at defending his character. Now, need I remind you that the stuff that we saw online about Jeramy last year, if you guys don't remember, catch up on my page, but let me give you a slight refresher. The reason that Sarah Ann made it a point to say that there was no physical abuse in their relationship is because a girl with the username Ginger Snaps posted a 4-part video and detailed her relationship with Jeramy. Now, I did initially do a recap on this video of her series, and I actually spoke with her myself, and she was the one that alleged that Jeramy pulled a pew-pew on her, and he made this video in response to it saying that it was all lies and that she was going to be hearing from her lawyer. Now, I spoke to the girl myself and she showed me the actual physical police report from that incident. So that was not BS. If you also remember, the reason why Sarah Ann honed in that there was no cheating, Jeramey's ex-fiance came forward and said that she caught Jeramy cheating with a bunch of different women on dating apps and that she actually caught him cheating via GPS as well. She did a whole Business Insider article about it, and Business Insider reached out to me. I'm also featured in the article because I spoke with the ex-fiance myself. So again, not BS. And of course, we all remember when the ex-fiance's mom posted on Facebook saying that Jeramy actually applied to be on Love is Blind while he was still living in his marital home with her daughter. Jeramy, in response, in defense of himself, tried to make a video and actually prove that he wasn't living in the home with her when he applied. And all he did was prove that casting reached out to him 10 days after he moved out of his marital home and applied to be on a show where you end up married. I think that whole ordeal, Jeramy missed the mark. He thought that the aha moment was the fact that he actually was out of the house when he applied, when it was actually no, how serious were you about this show and marriage if you had just moved out of your marital home 10 days before applying to this show. Anyway, that's a slight recap for you if you don't remember the tea on Jeramy. So to me, it does seem like Sarah Ann and Jeramy have collectively come together to like kind of release similar stories and similar events of what happened, and both decided to like be nice to each other and like not trash talk each other. She said that they lasted a year and some change and that they had a real normal relationship. She said she really loved Jeramy. She said there were talks of the next chapter, like marriage, and that the show flipped their world upside down. And that's where her video ended. Now, if you think that I'm going to wait around for part 2, I'm not, because it looks like she didn't post it today. I waited as long as I could. And by tomorrow, I won't give a motherfucking fuck, okay? Jeramy has also been posting about the incident. I think this is his like 3rd or 4th video where he's talked about the incident again. Oh my God, I don't know why everybody picked this story up. Oh my God, I don't know why E! News cares. Oh my God, his freaking caption on his live that he did today, because he posted a video on it and he did a live today. Tabloids be crazy. So it's seeming to me like he's trying to act like he hates all of this attention, but he's actually really loving the attention. So I watched as much of the live as I could, but towards the end, they stopped talking about tea and started talking about Halloween and decorations. And honestly, I couldn't watch it no more. So what I did get from his portion of the video is he says, again, he's so surprised that this resurfaced because they broke up 5 months ago. To be quite honest, his story was so similar. His video was so similar to what Sarah Ann said. It literally seems like they exchanged notes and said, this is what we're going to say. He says that he's happy that she's speaking out about it and that she's talking about it and moving on. He says he thought everybody knew. He said that him and Sarah Ann don't talk and that they don't get along, but he's not going to talk shit about her. He said that essentially they broke up because of the pressures of the show and how they were portrayed. He says that, you know, up until like casting, our production had basically told him that people were really going to love their story. People were going to relate to their story. And obviously that's not how it went. Unfortunately, producers don't know how an audience is going to react. But if I had to take a wild guess, they knew that everybody was going to hate y'all motherfucking asses. He did say that he's been spending the last year working on himself. He said he doesn't drink anymore. He doesn't go out, stay late at places anymore, so he don't be in parking lot bars talking to women when he has a fiance at home. He don't do that shit no more. He said he's in therapy, working on himself, trying to be better, and that he just got a Bible. He's a changed man, you guys. He said that the jet ski incident was alcohol infused. He did say he was asked to do the perfect match and he declined it. He says that him and Sarah Ann dated for a year. She said a year and some change. So there seems to be some inconsistencies on the timeline of their dating. I wonder why that is. Probably because he was on them apps. He's again thought the story was going to go well. He said it put a strain on their relationship and it was all just too much. He said the reunion was a turning point in their relationship. If you guys remember, the reunion is actually when all of us found out that they were dating. He actually said that he didn't want to go to the reunion and that she wanted to go to get their side of the story out, to kind of tell how everything went down, and it turned into a shit show and everybody just attacked them. And he said that he feels like the reunion was the nail in the coffin for them. So he did make a YouTube about the breakup months ago. Doesn't know why the breakup story is just now taking off again. Nobody watched your video, Jeremy. Obviously, people watched Sarah Ann's story. Nobody watched your YouTube. He said it must be because the new show's coming out, or it was a slow news week, or because you two were the biggest villains on season 6 and people were literally preying on your downfall and waiting for this announcement because everybody knew it was not going to work out. He said that it's hard to talk about the show because it was a really hard time for him. And again, he says that everyone is entitled to their opinions, but this is their real lives. Yes, we know. You know what's also real life? Your exes that came forward and validated everything Laura said about you. So I don't think it was just TV when you have the same behavior with multiple other people in your life. So that to me says character trait, but who am I? That's just my opinion. Anyway, that's the latest on Jeramy and Sarah Ann's breakup. They're not together. They've been done for 5 months. He gonna keep posting.